Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. My name is Drago, and welcome to my Bloodborne Platinum Trophy Guide. In today's episode, I'm gonna do a little bit of a detour. As you remember, in my last episode, we defeated Rom, the vacuous spider, and we opened up the passageway to Yargul. Now, I'm gonna come back before I proceed into that area and do a couple of optional areas. In this very first one, as you can see, I'm back at the Forbidden Woods Lantern. And the reason why I'm back here, if you remember the first part of my Forbidden Woods walkthrough, we skipped a little passageway, and that's the one that leads to Iosefka's clinic. So today I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna explore that area, and we're gonna go and check up on Iosefka, see how she's handling the comment of the pale blood moon. So we're just gonna go ahead and skip past most of the enemies here, because my main goal here is to just get to the passageway. And if you guys remember, the passage leading to that area is to the left of this little village here, and it's right near this house where we've acquired the tonsil stone. So I'm just going ahead and backtracking here. Not gonna bother too much with the enemies, and this little passageway will lead us to Iosefka's. What the armor I recommend for this area is something that has high slow poison resistance, and also stack up on some antidotes, because there will be like a poison pool area which we'll be traversing shortly. Also, if you've acquired a rune in the Forbidden Woods that boosts your slow poison resistance, you might want to put that on as well. And for this area, I'm not gonna bother too much with the enemies, because I kind of just want to run by and pick up some of the gemstones that are available. I'm just gonna run past here. As you can see, my I've built up a slow poison bar, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take antidote and heal to take that down. I'm not gonna bother too much with the enemies here. We just wanna make our way to this ladder. As you make your way towards the top, you will arrive in a familiar area in central Yharnam. Quite a bit of a climb here. Now, the way you arrived here, you'll recognize this area. This is the exit from the Iosefka's clinic. And the gateway up ahead is the gateway into the central Yharnam. Now, we've unlocked the door leading to the other side of the clinic, and now we'll be able to enter it through the window. Now over here you'll notice there's going to be one of these brain sucker enemies. Watch out, make sure he doesn't grab you. That's why I like to buff my sword with something elemental, either fire paper or bolt paper. He's pretty weak against elements, and he's got pretty high physical resistance, so it's a lot easier to bring those brain suckers down with elemental damage. Now we're actually on the rooftops of Iosefka's clinic. And we can enter through the back door. Now I'll go ahead and whip out Hunter's Torch just so you guys can see the area a little bit better. I know how visible it will be when it's done editing and I put it out on YouTube. So I'm just going to go ahead and take care of this potential problem now. This is the area where you start out the game. If you remember, you get up from this hospital bed, I guess. Now if you inspect it, you'll notice a letter to Cainhurst Summons. And the letter is addressed to you. So if you read the description, you'll notice that it states that the stagecoach for Cainhurst Castle leaves from Hemwick Crossing. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you guys how to get there. These guys, we'll just relate to them as Blue Man Group members. You'll notice that this guy has Iosefka's blood vial, and it's pretty evident that this is the actual Iosefka, and that Iosefka that appears in the clinic midway through the game is actually an imposter Iosefka. So we'll go ahead and check what she's up to. Now, if you arrive in clinic before you defeat Ram, you can actually fight her, and you'll get a rune from her. However, you get a more powerful version of the rune later, and the benefit to coming to this area a little bit later is that you will be able to acquire one third of the umbilical cord, which is an item that you'll need in order to get the quote-unquote true ending. So also make sure you explore this room so you can pick up a communion rune, which basically just gives you more blood vials that you can use. Instead of 20, I think it brings it up to like 23. Notice this guy right here. He'll drop the beast rune. If you remember, we sent the suspicious beggar NPC in the second part of the Forbidden Woods walkthrough to Iosefka's clinic, and that is actually him, because this is the rune that he drops if you defeat him in the Forbidden Woods. But it's a lot easier to just send him here and have Iosefka take care of him, simply because he turns into an abhorrent beast. And he's quite hard to kill, especially if you're not high enough level. So I suggest just sending him here. And over here you'll find Iosefka stuck in a precarious position. Alright, now once you get this dialogue, you can go ahead and promptly kill her. And you should get 1/3 of umbilical cord. Now, you can get 4 of them, and you only need to consume 3 in order to get, quote-unquote, the true ending, where you fight 2 bosses at the end of the game. However, there are multiple ways, you'll get 2 that are pretty much guaranteed, but you can miss out on this one if you don't go to this area at all, or if you come here too early before you defeat Ram. And the other one you'll get from Ariani, NPC, which is the whore from the Cathedral Ward. And I'm not calling her whore to be offensive. She's actually a prostitute. So, but you can miss out on both of these umbilical cords. So, I think the safest way is to just make sure you have 4 of them available to you, just in case something happens and you get glitched out of one or whatever. Who knows? So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and return to Hunter's Dream, since we're basically done with this area. We've explored Iosefka's clinic, and now I'm gonna go ahead and travel to Cainhurst Castle. And isn't that nice? I don't know if you guys have played since the patch that came out this week, but now we are given item descriptions during loading screens, and the loading screen time has actually been cut by quite a bit. So right now I'm going to go ahead and just travel to Witch's Abode. That's where we fought and defeated the Witch of Hemwick. Now if you remember seeing the Cainhurst Summons description, it tells you that the stagecoach will travel from the crossroads in Hemwick Lane. So now we're gonna go ahead and we'll find the crossroads and we'll take a little trip to Cainhurst. Now once you arrive here, you just want to go ahead and just backtrack a little bit. I'm gonna just try to run past all the enemies here. What you want to do is you want to just basically make your way down to this blue obelisk right in the middle of an area, and once you come up to it, you will get this cutscene. Well, somebody should really feed these horses. They look like they're in pretty bad shape. We'll go ahead and ride the carriage. Alright, and as you can see, the horses did not fare too well for some reason, but we arrived at Cainhurst well and safe. This is probably one of my favorite areas in the game. The atmosphere and the setting for this place is tremendous. Absolutely love it. So I'm really looking forward to exploring this in the next video. In the meantime, I'll stop for today. I'm probably going to do the walkthrough through Cainhurst tomorrow. And thank you guys for watching, and I will be seeing you soon.